just going to take you back down around the loop one more time. I'm going to walk you over to that old fishing boat that's over there and kind of give you a little blurb about some of my history. And just as I went by it there, I thought, well, it reminded me of a year of my life. So we came down through there. I'll just scoot right down through here. That's the great thing about these little bikes. You can scoot. I'll park over here and I'll take you on a little walk here for a minute. Okay, the boat that I fished on was a 97-foot wooden boat called the Clara and Linda. It was probably the last of the wooden fleet, and there's a few of them around. They're heritage out of the South Shore, the Lunenburg area. I think that's the Bluenose over there tucked around the corner. It is. Yep. But anyway, this boat might be a little bit bigger. See, it says NSP. It's National Sea Products. One of old NSPs. So this would be a little bit bigger, probably 130, 125 footer maybe. But the way that it worked, we had like the skipper would sit up there and he'd keep the boat on the gear, and it was all decked over. You see where the deck is there? Well, the deck used to come straight over, and then this was open, and the gear would come up and go in, and there'd be a rack on the other side over there with 6 or 7 men working. There'd be a guy in here gaffing. He'd gaff the fish off and it would go in a hole. This guy would cut and rip the guts out of them, put them in the wash tub. They'd go down to be ice, and then the gear of the line would go under and come out on a hauler over on the other side, and then you tie new hooks on, shape them, point them, and it would get stacked in a rack, and it would go out the back. And there was a baiting section there, a freezer would have been right in there, and then the bait would come out, thaw a bit, be chopped up automatically, and the hooks would go out the back. You'd go down, and that's where forecastle was. We would be, our galley was down there, kitchen, where we all slept. The captain had his gear up here, and then the engineer out back. But she was we'd go 14 days at a time, 2 days to get out to the banks, 10 days of fishing, and 2 days to come home. So for a year of my life, I lived right there, right in a spot like that. And I'm trying to tell you, when she would blow, when you'd be out in storms, and it was a wooden boat, and the wind, when this would come down, and the waves would come right over top of her, wash right through, man, I'm telling you, you had to hang on. She would pound. But it brought us home. Every time. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Lots of work.
Lots of work to do, that's right.
Never ends, eh?
Stay busy.
Yeah, that's good. I got my camera on, so I was going to put this on my YouTube.
Excellent.
And it's going like to all my old ex-Army buddies, friends all across the country.
Right on.
What's your name?
My name's Dan.
Dan? John.
John, nice to meet you.
Okay. Looks good, looks good.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Dan.
Yeah, have a great day.
Okay.
There.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
You great to see what they're working on the Bluenose. You get this?
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's Dan. He's the hardest working guy in the crew.
Oh, is he really? Hello, hard worker Dan.
Now, if he was a good crewman, he might get a date. What a beautiful day on the Lunenburg waterfront. What do we got here? A bunch of pirates? Golf course over there, and then straight over there is the barn, Lunenburg's barn. I was at the one in Mahone Bay, and they have one in Bridgewater. That is a real popular place over there. Fisheries Museum of Atlantic. If you ever come down to Nova Scotia, come to Lunenburg, go to the Fisheries Museum. Oh, it's so warm. The restaurants are opening up. Those are all up there, restaurants. The Grand Banker's really good. Fisherman's Catch, Grand Banker, Dockside. We're blessed. We're very blessed. Captain Seymour Fogg. Winter time, they have lobster traps set up here. You make a Christmas tree out of lobster traps. I love my hometown. I love Nova Scotia. I love Canada. I'm gonna ride across the country. Up to the furthest reaches, but I love home.